Hey, ladies. Hey,
Hey.
hey, Mia. Look at Mia. Mia came out to represent.
Oh my God.
Oh, hey, Maddie. she,
Mia,
she
what
didn't
about
waste
me?
no time. She's like, I want a dog.
Hey,
Okay.
Maddie.
Hi.
Hey, Maddie.
Okay. So, welcome to episode 23. We are talking about boosting technology, Shauna's favorite topic.
Yes.
Boost technology, tools, tips, and technique. And please, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have to watch this video. Hilarious. So
Yeah.
today's topic, we're going to talk about finding strategies to best suit your needs and style. So we invited Maddie with our Hey Maddie series back to talk about techie stuff. Fun times, right?
Welcome back, Maddie.
Too many episodes
We missed
without
you.
Hey.
Yes, we
Hey.
missed you. We missed you. What'd you say, Jeanette?
I said we had too many episodes without you. We missed
We
you.
did, we did. And, life changes and moving stuff around. And we are so glad that we're able to boost our technology knowledge today. Isn't that right, Shauna?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about everything from, she like, sure. Hey, Mia, she got Mia as backup. Hey, Mia. So we're going to talk about everything from like phones to features to social media. And I know, for real talk though, y'all, this is like Jeanette's thing right here. She is on it. Good platforms, bad platforms, update on accessories by Maddie and all of the things. All right, techie stuff. Where y'all want to start?
Well, first let's say, like, 'cause I don't want people to be like, oh, I'm turning this off. This ain't for me, because that would be Shauna. Shauna would be the one listening to this episode like, oh, this don't apply to me. Let me turn this off. It applies to you, especially if you don't know how to use a lot of technology. We want to make it as easy and as possible and let you know that it's all doable. You can do it. My mom is 60 something, 64. She's using it. Y'all can do it.
Yeah, you can. And my mom has an iPhone, y'all. So okay. Yeah. When I got my first text from her, I was like, what? Yeah, so we're going to talk about everything from boosting your everyday habits with technology, best practices for people who are just starting out. I think Shauna is going to take us away with that. Intermediate technology. I'm a technology person, but I just feel like my brain's on overload a lot of times. And then Jeanette is going to do the advanced stuff, which I absolutely love. Maddie's going to cover some fun things with the new iPhone, iOS, just stuff to boost your mobile technology pieces, and then just strategies for every day to make your lives a little bit easier, a little bit more slick, right? Yeah. So Maddie, I think we're going to start with you today as she smiles. So what would you like to start with as far as boosting technology from, you could talk from a kid's perspective or just everyday type stuff?
Well, first of all, the iPhone 12 just came out. And
oh my goodness, Maddie, my friend took a picture of us with that phone. We was all like, which phone is this? I got the 12. I was like, oh, really? That is nice. Camera is nice. But go ahead, let me stop. Let me let you go.
So the iPhone 12, it just came out. It has technically 3, but 4 different models. It has a mini, the regular 12, the 12 Pro, which is the same size as the 12, and a 12 Pro Max. And they have a little bit of different colors this year. Like the 12 Pros, they have a navy and stuff. And it's supposed to be a lot better and stuff. And it's people say like there's really no difference between the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 12, but there probably is some internal difference. And I have the iPhone 11 in purple. So
what does Miss Shauna have over there, Maddie?
She has the iPhone 12 Pro Max in midnight green.
This is a 12?
I mean 11 Pro Max.
Oh, I was going to say, wow, I got a 12. I don't even know. It's my first Apple phone. I'm still not understanding it. I've been an Android user my whole life. So, yeah.
Okay.
And I used to love Android. Like, I don't want people to think that, we just be on here and we hating on Android. Because, like, when I used to work for a tech company or a telecommunications company, LG was, like, my favorite brand. Like, before Apple kind of really took off, I loved everything LG. Samsung wasn't too bad, but yeah, I was Android. It took me a minute to say, okay, fine, I'm going to try it. But now,
I know.
So good.
Yeah.
Really? I'm about 4 months in, Maddie, and
it's really good.
I'm still.
You got some resistance, Shauna. Shauna be resisting change. She like, I don't know.
Yeah. So what's good about it, Maddie? What would you give tips to Shauna and others out there who are either making the switch or thinking about making a switch to newer technology?
Well, if you have an Android or lower model iPhone, like any of the models from iPhone 6 to 8, I would recommend getting if you don't want to pay too much for an iPhone, maybe the XR. They're still pretty good, even though it's about 2 years old. It's still pretty good. They have some nice colors. It's the same size as the 11, or the 11 if you want something that's pretty brand new, or if you want the newest, the 12, which is also the most expensive. The iPhone 11s just went down in price by like $100. So if you would like that, that would be like a good present for you or something like that. And the iOS 14 also came out, and
let's talk about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of new
so when you say 14, are we talking about software or phone?
iOS 14, the software.
Okay.
Because iOS stands for.
So that's what they did to me then.
They updated you to iOS 14.
Yes, iOS 14.
Okay. Thank you for clarification, because that's confusing sometimes, the numbers of, is it the software or the phone? I know it sounds easy to some folks, but for some folks it's because they're constantly changing and constantly having new lingo and new features. That's just so confusing.
Yeah, and there's so every year they around like September, or when the new, or right before the new iPhone comes out, because they come out with a new iPhone every year, they have a new update. So next year it'll be iOS 15, which sounds really weird, but
okay. Let me ask you this, Maddie. What's the excitement about? People get really like it's the holidays when these things happen. And I know that some of it is similar and some of it is new. So what do you think makes people just so excited about it?
Last year I was very excited about iOS 13 because they introduced the dark mode, and that was very cool. So I always have my phone on dark mode. You can change it, but I prefer dark mode better. But this year people were really excited that it might improve function of some iPhones that are newer. It has an app library, so if you don't want apps on your home screen, it can go there and you'll still have the app, so you don't have to delete it. But if you just don't want it on your home screen, you don't have to see it there. And they say it can run the newest phones faster, like the iPhone 12s. It can run it a lot faster, and a lot of like minor details. You could add widgets to your home screen, and at one point everybody was like designing their home screen. And one time I saw this meme was like, when did everybody become tech designers? And it was really
I like that.
Some of the one of the features I just learned about with iOS 14, Maddie, was that you can like do the settings where you can just tap the back of the phone.
Yes,
I do screenshots. Or what do you have yours set up as? Is it for screenshot?
I have mine for screenshots. Even when I sometimes put my pop socket down, it accidentally does it.
Yeah. You have to set it up, Linda. You can't.
I'm sitting here tapping my phone.
Yeah, and like for iPhone 11, you have to tap like around the center of the of your Apple logo. Yeah. So yeah, it usually does it. It took me a while to figure out how to do it on command because it wasn't doing it at first. So that's just a new way to take a screenshot, but you can also take a screenshot the traditional way. And another reason why I recommend anything above the XR is because it has Face ID. So you don't have to like do Touch ID, and it's really quick and easy for you just to swipe up and it recognizes your face. So
there's two things. So the touch was okay, and I have a lot of friends that was like took them forever to even want to do. My mom like, they not getting my fingerprint. I'm like, Mom,
oh my goodness,
It's your phone. They're not scanning your fingerprint. They all probably got your fingerprint. This lady tried to be a police officer back in the day when I was young. I'm like, they got your fingerprints, lady. They already got it.
They already,
But the thing now is I'm kind of wishing I had the touch, because when you're in the store, you have to wear your mask in the store, and I'm trying to do things on my phone. I'm like, dang, I need to just be able to touch it, because you can't do face recognition with your mask on. And I tried to, believe me, I was like, I'm gonna try to see if I can set this face recognition up with my mask on, and it was like, no, your face.
I was like, you can't.
Maddie tried that too.
Yeah, I was like, your face is restricted. I was like,
Oh, you guys are really into this. Y'all tried to do that?
Yeah, Maddie did.
I'd be tired of trying to like sneak and pull my mask down to open my phone.
Exactly.
So now I need a touch option again, because with the whole COVID thing, and I don't see masks going away no time soon. So
they were also at one point, there was rumors going around where they were looking to have Face ID where you can have your mask on at the same time and do it. So they were looking for that. There was lots of rumors. And if you were like kind of on the intermediate level of technology, you can, this guy, he only really centers around Apple products, but his name is Everything Apple Pro on YouTube. And he goes a lot into details about the iPads, the new iPhones, and Apple Watches, the updates, AirPods, the MacBooks, and everything like
the AirPods.
Oh, that's a great tip, Maddie. Thank you for that.
I don't even know where mine are.
Everything Apple Pro. We're definitely dropping that in the show notes. So these are some really great tips. And Shauna, where are your AirPods?
I don't know. My AirPods are, y'all. They're too small. I'm into purses and bags. I know that I have them. They're just like, they're somewhere in a bag or a purse. So you know how you change things over? I just have no clue. I got to find them. I really did like them when I did experience them.
Okay.
They need to find my
Would you say a watch? Watch?
They need to find my AirPod app or something, because that
there we go.
That would be a good idea.
You can use the Find My iPhone for your AirPods.
Oh.
And like when you press on it, it'll make like a play sound, but they have to be on to make the sound.
Yeah.
Or they have to be
charged. Yeah, Sean. That's good.
They're inside her case though. They're like in the.
They are. They're in the case together. They're nestled nice and warm somewhere.
One thing I like about the Apple product, since we're on Apple, is that you don't have to buy the 12 to get the latest update. You do need a newer phone, because I know like some of the phones, they won't let you get like updates after a certain point. But you still don't have to have the most recent, so you can still kind of feel like you got a new phone by doing the updates. And so I like that about Apple. You don't have to get a new phone just to get the update.
Yeah, I love that too. Maddie actually did my aesthetics for my home screen. So she did the Widget Smith, I think is the app
I can't really see
that you download, but she configured. She configured the home screen.
The Heart of Chat page. Bias, but
yes,
Heart of Chat page.
That's the Maddie page.
Miles' Maddie page.
Oh, Maddie, I love that picture of you, Maddie.
That is so cute.
Yes, that's the Heart of Chat. You can customize it, which is really, really cool.
I thought that was really awesome until I started hearing like how much time it took to do it, and it just felt like it was a full-time job.
Yeah.
But I've seen some online. It was pretty cool.
Very pretty.
Some people go all the way out and beyond and like make their, because you can make your this has been a thing, but you can make your actual app icons a different
that's
thing.
what I looked at.
But the thing about that is you have to go through this app called Shortcuts, which is a built-in app on the iPhone, and it will just like take a really long time to actually open up the app. And I'm not too sure if you can delete the app and just have that little icon. So that's something that you can't, that's not too like promising. And with the newest update, well, it's not a big update, but iOS 14.2 that just came out. I got the update. There's a whole bunch of new emojis, new foods, new everything, new
what?
What
you say?
Like pictures of food,
emojis.
Yeah,
the food emojis. Okay.
Yeah.
And I like those.
There is.
Now I love emojis.
And yeah, so there's just a lot of new stuff. There's new home screen layouts. Well, not, but wallpapers. And they're really cool because, but depending on if your phone's in light mode or dark mode, it can like show a different picture. Well, it shows the same picture, but like in a different color. And it's very cool. I don't have that on, but yeah. And also with a new update, there's like since there's like coronavirus around, there's like an exposure thing, and it can tell you on the Apple Watch, it can tell you when you get home to wash your hands and stuff like that.
Yeah, lots of stuff. This is a serious boost.
Sound like I learned a lot just in this first.
I know. Look, I see you over there, Jeanette. Shauna's like, where's that emoji?
Exploding.
Oh, I'm gonna send y'all that emoji. The head. This is great, Maddie.
Thank you, Maddie.
Oh
now
my goodness.
Now for iOS 14, they added that you can do picture in picture for iPhones, because before you could only have picture in picture for iPads, but now when like you're on FaceTime, you don't have to go and pause. It'll just be your little person is right there. You can still move around. And when somebody
like if you wanted to if you were on FaceTime with us, Shauna, hold on, Maddie. Let me explain it in Shauna terms. If you're on FaceTime with somebody and you get a text, so you can just go to your text, but it will pause your video.
Yes.
So now with the new update, it doesn't pause your video. You can see the person over here and you're able to text at the same time.
Yes.
Why did it take so long for that? Like that was the first thing I didn't like when I switched over, because I didn't have that problem with on my Android. Nothing stopped my videos. Is that what we're talking about? Like when we do
only your FaceTime phone calls. Not like a YouTube video or something. If you're on FaceTime like phone call, it would stop the video.
Yeah. And that was only on iPad, so it's kind of good that it's there. But sometimes the FaceTime, I know when I'm trying to look at stuff, I constantly was moving around because like it just kind of gets in the way a little bit. And you can still go on pause and stuff, and you just swipe them over, and then you just come back. And it's a really cool update and stuff. And also, when you get phone calls, it doesn't take up the whole screen, so you can still like function your phone, and you could just like swipe up, and it will basically just have the phone be ringing, but you didn't do anything, you didn't answer or hang up. So that's really cool. And yeah, so you could be doing all that stuff.
Yeah, this is great.
Netflix, when you watch Netflix, you can also have the picture in picture, but I normally watch like Netflix on like my iPad. And there's also in addition to new iPhones, there's new iPads, and they look exactly like the iPhone 12s. I think they have like the iPad Pros, iPad Air, all that. So
ladies speak to like, so I'm this is my first Apple phone, so I'm trying to get to the point where I recognize how much this is making my life easier with the way I work, with some of my projects, the teams that I'm with. Can you speak to what makes life easier when it comes to that? Not just for yourself, but for your work and everything.
I love it. This is
because I'm still trying to see the aha with it, the glitz and the glamour, because I'm still learning.
There's so many boosts with this. This is actually our next topic, how this phone or your suite of apps or your suite of technology can boost your productivity. I mean, it really is something that can move you forward. As far as teaming, Shauna, to answer your question there, and Jeanette, please chime in too. But I think, when you're all on the same page or platform, it makes it easier to, share information or applications across. So if there's like any questions or you have things, I mean, there are limitations, as far as, I know people love, there are thousands and hundreds of different types of phones out here, right? Let's just talk about phones, just for this example, as far as mobile technology. I mean, sharing applications, some applications are not compatible with others. When you have teams, when you have, a business and you're trying to boost, your everyday life, right? How does it make it easier for you to do that if you're all on the same page? We're all on the same page, the heart of chat, right? But then our business, our how we move about life. I can easily airdrop a file to you. Can you look at this picture because it's too big for me to send an email and I'm at the hairdresser with Maddie, so it's just kind of stuff like that. That's just one example, but there's a lot that goes into that. Jeanette, did you want to chime in too?
For me, so y'all know, I'm synced across all devices. So my big desktop is Apple, tower. I have the Apple Tower for my desktop, and then I have the MacBook, and then I have my phone. I had an iPad, and my kids stole it. I mean, basically, they confiscated it from me, and it became theirs. But they're outdated, so we need new ones anyway. But for me, I just like the ease of to be able to work on files on any of them and be able to access them from anywhere. So I can be working on something on my laptop, and then I might not be home. I can go to those files on my phone and send them to whoever I want to, because they're all saved in my iCloud. So I think we had that one time I think Shauna needed like a video, one of our videos, and I was able to just send it over right from my phone. I was like, I'm not getting up, go downstairs to get that laptop right now. But I can send you this video.
That was amazing. I thought that was so amazing that you were able to do that from the phone. And I think we had to upload it to our shared area then for me to download it to YouTube. And when you said you did it from the phone, I was like, huh?
Yeah. So for me, that's the part that I like the most. Like I can actually because I do a lot of conference calls with like clients and stuff like that. So I'm usually doing Zoom on like my laptop. And then I have my desktop up because it's like a bigger monitor. And like if I'm trying to maybe Shauna sends me a chat right on my laptop, I can copy it, like copy the text, and then I can paste it on the other one as if because they know that each one is open, and they're just like, oh, you want to paste this from your laptop? Let's do that. So I don't know. It just
pretty
makes
neat.
It smooth and it's quick. It's not clunky. So between Apple and Google, those are like my two favorite. And the combination of the two is,
Yeah.
It's amazing. I love it.
I love it. I
ain't getting paid by them, but I need to.
Yeah, how about that? I mean, all these tech tips that Maddie just gave. I mean, we need to be in some applications of creating our own satellite area. So yeah.
And I think there's just a lot of like when it comes to like calendars, and we talk about like boosting productivity and stuff, like when it comes to calendars and things like that, like I'm a pen and paper person, but I need an alert because I can write it down. But if I don't open that planner and look at it, it's like, where's my reminder at? So I do use my Google Calendar for reminders. And speaking of Google Calendar. Oh my goodness! This is a tip. Let me.
Shauna, come back.
I'll put her video back on.
Yes, I like how you do that in Zoom.
This is a tip.
Me too. I love that feature.
For all these people out here that are having to do these Zooms now, right? If someone sends you a Google invite or a phone calendar invite with a Zoom link, a Google Meet, what's the GoToMeeting? What's that other one? Cisco?
GoToMeeting.
GoToMeeting. Any of those. Add it to your calendar. Make sure you have your calendar on your phone or your laptop or wherever. Even if it's not Apple, they have.
How do you add it to your calendar? Let's talk there. You have to say yes, no, or maybe.
Yes.
So you have to click. If you click on yes, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm telling you, I'm just learned this. So this is why I'm going over this for anyone that gets a Zoom link, especially I know we're going to be doing stuff in the future, and we have quite a bit of heartbeats that are understanding and are actually taking the risk and chances in stretching themselves to learn some of these tools because they're following us and they want to be connected to us. So we appreciate you stretching yourself. So if you ever received anything like that, you will click yes, and it would prompt you to add it to your calendar.
It will automatically.
Oh, it will automatically when you say yes. Okay, so say yes then. But the part with this that you have to remember, and this is where I got mixed up at, when you say yes, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, does it delete from my email so that now to go to it, I got to go to my calendar to find the link? Am I right about that?
That's because you use Nasty Outlook.
I'm writing. I'm taking show notes. Nasty.
Linda, come on. Okay, so for all you corporate folks out there,
yes,
it's a setting. You can turn it off. You can change the setting, but the settings automatically in Outlook is when you accept the calendar invite, it automatically takes it out of your inbox.
It disappears and you can't find it.
It goes to your deleted, basically.
Yes.
It just moves the invite because you took action on it and it's trying to help you be like, but here's my other thing for Google. If I send you a calendar invite and if you haven't done anything to it, it puts it as tentative. It's like white on your calendar and outlined. And so that's how you know there's like something new on your calendar you haven't like taken action on and said yes, no, or maybe to. So Google will automatically sit it there for you. It won't block it out as like busy or anything, just so you can like see, oh shoot, somebody sent me a calendar invite. Yeah. But the key is to go to your calendar. The link is, you know how many people I talk to? I didn't get the link. I'm like, you accepted the invite. It's in your calendar.
Shauna's raising her hand.
I'm like, I can't.
Every week I'm like, where's the link?
I know, Maddie, what did you have to say about that or about something else?
With this whole thing versus Google versus Bing versus Yahoo versus Outlook.
Oh, Bing is horrible. That's trash. I hate Bing.
I
no bueno.
Say Google because you can easily connect to stuff with your account, like to your YouTube, and even my school. Like we're a Google Chrome school, and it's mandatory for us to always use Google to log into things because it's already on our like account. So
Google Classroom, y'all use that.
Yeah, and when we click into stuff, it just will automatically sign us in without having to go through something else. Because I know other schools do something different, and it's maybe not be as easy as for them to be signing into things. Because Google, you can use Google Slides, Google Docs, Google Forms, everything,
and they automatically save.
It's automatically yeah.
I'm in kindergarten this week, and
she said I'm in kindergarten.
I'm helping my great niece with her kindergarten, and they're not using.
While you're in kindergarten,
I'm going to get some comments.
I'm helping my great niece with her kindergarten e-learning, and it's not Google. I was surprised that they're not using the Google classes.
So Ohio uses something. Well, certain states use something different. I forgot what it's called.
The other family that I'm helping with e-learning, it's Google. It's all Google.
Oh, it's Google. Oh,
yeah. But she's from Colorado. Her school's from Colorado, so maybe that's just a choice. I don't know what platform it is.
My friend is in Ohio. And they don't use Google.
Okay, it's really, really difficult, and I can see the value because you ladies have introduced me to the whole Google products and services, and I can see how seamless the communication is on that compared to other platforms.
Oh yeah, I've been an advocate for a while. What I like about Google Classroom, so for you parents out there who are dealing with like the e-learning thing, and if your kids are using Google Classroom, I would say as a parent, download Google Classroom app to your phone, get your kids login, because you can go to their Google Classroom, and I don't like click on each individual class, just too much information, but I go to his to-do tab, and then you can see what's due, what's missing, and then like what's future stuff. And so I love that because I can click on missing, and it'll show me like all his missing assignments.
Do stuff.
Yeah, or just do something. And just all you have to do is log on to, like Maddie logged onto my computer once and it's there.
Yeah.
So if I can toggle between all of my Google stuff, and if I need to see something she's learning, I can just click on her Google thing. And it's just all there unless we get logged out for any reason.
Yeah, unless you manually log
out. It's there, and I don't worry. Like when I'm working from home, if I just say, oh, it's lunchtime, let me see what Maddie's up to today, I can just click. And if I have a question, she comes downstairs, we talk about it, and then that's it.
And when you use Google Chrome, well, I don't know if it's just Google Chrome, but on computers, it automatically saves your passwords. So if because with my school, you have to go through, once you sign in, you have to also go through the district to sign in to Zoom or stuff. It can automatically save your passwords for your school account and everything like that, which is a really cool thing. And accounts for websites that you may be looking at, it saves your passwords.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Let's talk about passwords.
No.
No. Yeah, we
I just have a question.
Okay, yeah,
What's
Sean,
the
we can
best
segue
way?
into that. Yeah, because we were going to talk to you anyway about best practices for people who are just starting out.
Oh,
So
no.
not
Okay, you got me on there.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. So you know that you're just starting out, but you are next on the docket. So go ahead about your password. Jeanette was like,
What's your password question, Shauna? Let's talk about passwords.
What's the best way to oh my goodness, I lost it. What is the best way to, not remember them, because you can't remember nothing today. When I was growing up, I remember everybody's phone numbers. You can't remember. It's too much right now, right? Yeah. So what's the best way to secure your passwords and to be able to get your finger on them right away when you need them?
Well, I have an answer. So for iPhone, since you thankfully have an iPhone now, you can, there's such thing called in the settings, save passwords. Yeah. And to access your saved passwords, you have to use your Face ID. And so only you can access your saved passwords because it's your Face ID. Mm-hmm. So the settings, like my mom can't access my passwords because it's my Face ID. And you actually, like when you're like signing into stuff like Instagram or something like that, or Snapchat or stuff like that, or even Google, Starbucks, Target, when it asks you, like once you've done like logging in, it asks you like a prompt, like, do you want to save this to your saved passwords? You press save or yes or whatever it says, and it'll save to your passwords. And then eventually over time you have this long list of stuff, and when you use your Face ID, all you have to do is just click into your thing and you can see the username or the email and then your password right under that. And so it's very easy.
Oh, I need that in my life. I'm in settings now. What's the title of it?
Passwords.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, scroll
under
down.
Apple Pay or Wallet and Apple Pay, right?
Oh, so it's not under your regular
so click on your profile at the top where it has like your name, your picture and your name. If you click there, and then there should be a password, and that's what you're talking about, Maddie?
Oh, I see. Password and security.
Oh no, that's not it. It's an actual tab. If you scroll down, like past the general
all
stuff,
the way down at the bottom,
and it'll be passwords right above contacts.
This is going to be a whole nother lesson, but not on this podcast right now.
Gotcha.
But thank you, ladies. Thank you.
So the settings, passwords, log in with your Face ID, and it'll show you like where the ones that you have saved. I just saw the monitor, where it gives you recommendations too, like these might be at risk. Make sure you have.
I love the compromised. If something compromised, yeah, that's great.
And you can, and for me, I have autofill passwords. So since I have that on, when I go into a website and log in, like for Amazon, and I want to log in, I could just use my Face ID instead of actually having to type in the password, because autofill basically means that I can use my Face ID if I have that on, which I do. So that's
so I can't go to her phone and put my face there and get into her Amazon.
Next time she has her phone open, just save your Face ID in there, and then
she tried that on my phone. She tried that. I caught her trying. I was like, "Wait, Miss."
She tried to put her face in yours. People used to do that. Put their like thumbprints and other people's phone.
Exactly. I was like, "Wait."
Oh my goodness! Y'all remember? It was a meme back when like the fingerprint login was like a big thing, and the girlfriend was trying to get into the boyfriend's phone. And on the video, he was like asleep, and she kept like using all his fingers, and she was like so mad it wasn't working. And then she walked out the room and threw the phone down, and he went like that and peeked and looked, and then he took the phone and he put it on his toe and opened it.
No, I didn't see that. That's a good one.
I was cracking up.
That's hilarious.
For Face ID, you can only have two faces. You can only have like a regular face and an alternate face. So you can only have two, but for Touch ID, when I had a phone with Touch ID, you can have up to 5 people that have your fingerprint on them. So if you want to have like your friend or something, all they have to do is just go to your like passcode settings, and for those models, it's like passcode and Touch ID, and they have to put in your passcode, and then you have to go to like make a new fingerprint or something, and then you can make a new fingerprint. But
I see that could be really good for in case of emergencies or something
for maybe parents or aging, whatever, you have parents or whatever, elderly folks. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Cool. I actually found it. It's actually clicked on the auto fill or whatever. I think my my friend, she did that for me.
I
did.
As a beginner with certain technology, like how has it been for you? Like just learning new things or embracing new things,
I didn't hear the beginning part of the question.
What's the process for you, like as a beginner with some of the newer technology? Like what's that process been like for you?
It's really challenging because it's too much information and it's fast. And I'm like apps. I know some people like really enjoy new apps. They get excited, they download them, I don't get excited about that. Like I like apps that I know that's going to really, what my favorite, can I talk about my favorite tech stuff?
Of course.
Yeah.
One is, and this came out forever and a day, but the best thing that they ever came out with was MapQuest directions.
Oh, the map.
Yes.
Like Google Maps.
That is my favorite by far. Like I never complained about that when that came out because I needed it. I was in dire strait. I got lost yesterday in my town. I was lost for an hour, but I found my way.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was like, I know.
I was in these back roads, so yeah, it was a train stuck on the tracks, and the area I was going to is in a remote area, so it was limited ways to get there. So I think it was hard for the map to really, help me out on some things, but that's one of my favorite things. I love, I have a meditation app, that I use that's with Deepak Chopra. And so there's a lot of things that I do love. I think it's just overload. I think it's the part that gets me where it becomes too much. It's like I just want to take what's going to make my life, advance. But all the other stuff is, I think I just get overloaded sometimes with the way I think.
Good advice for someone that's starting out, though. What you said is really like, okay, what would you like to be able to do, and what can you do to make your life easier, and just picking and choosing and one, and maybe mastering that one at a time. You know what I mean? And
another tip.
There's also what I tell people, there's a lot of inherent apps with like that is already built into Apple. So like they have a reminders app, they have a mail, they have a calendar. So you don't have to feel like you have to download all these things. You just use what Apple already gives you and go from there. And then if there's something missing, you can look for something that offers like that missing piece. But I'm the person that will be like, okay, I want a app to focus, and I'm gonna download 12 of them and test them all out, and then get rid of the ones I don't like.
No.
Yeah, test them all.
No. Another thing that I do, if it's something that I have to learn, I have no choice, and I have to go back to it, and it's going to help my business, my brand, is writing it down, writing the steps down so that you can remember next time you have to do it. Because there's some things that you don't do every day, and then you're going to forget how to do it again, how to get in, how to log in, so writing it down. And then another thing is taking pictures. Use your phone, take pictures of each step, and then next time you got to go back to it, you could just scroll in your gallery. So that's something else that I do.
I like that you do that, Shauna. We were working together on your book, and you had some questions. So you did the video, the movie. I'm like, oh, look at that. Even though I know to do that, but it's like, oh, okay, this is cool because I can actually see exactly where you were and where you may have gotten stuck. I mean, I think that's a beginner type feature for folks. Like, hey, take a picture of it, do a movie. It's one click on your phone. Or mobile app.
Also, there's an Apple app called iMovie. It's also on the computers for the Apple computers, and you can like edit videos of because I know actually some YouTubers actually use iMovie to edit their videos, but they usually use it on the computers, but on their MacBooks. But iMovie, you can just edit little videos and stuff, add sound effects, add all these really cool things, and it's very cool. And you can also do it on your iPad and stuff. And also an accessory for an iPad is an Apple Pencil. I have an Apple Pencil.
Yeah, that's why I need a new iPad.
So I feel like you're writing.
Yeah. And you can use the app called Procreate to use different things. And it's very cool. And another thing about the Google is that they have Gmail. Because I always used to use my iCloud email that was from Apple, But now I actually use my Gmail because I can connect more things with it, and it's just very easy to use, and it's better to use because with my iCloud, there's just too many emails that I don't feel like going through, and yeah.
Wow, she's got too many emails, ladies and gentlemen.
I know. I was like, what?
I was looking at my mom's phone this weekend trying to help her do something, and it was a red bubble above her email, her Yahoo mail, which let's not even talk about the fact that she still got Yahoo. But
yeah,
it said unread 144,000 emails. I said, Ma, what do you? She's like, I don't look at that thing. I said, oh, so we're gonna turn this off because I don't even know why.
Be so stressed out. I can't.
If I know I'm expecting an email, I'll go look for it. I was like, I can't.
Oh my gosh, I would be so that number, those numbers above the little bubble, that stresses me out.
So you can turn that off. You know, you can turn it off.
Yeah.
Apps, so you don't see the little red bubble. So some of my apps I have like all notifications cut off. Some of them I have where it just comes in my little summary, and then some I have a bubble turned off completely. So it just depends on if I want to know something is in there, but I don't want to be alerted, or if I just don't want to know it all, and I'll go look at it when I'm ready. But I was like, 144, mom.
When it comes to emails, I'm the big unsubscriber. I think I unsubscribe almost every single day. Every day I take 5 or 10 minutes to see, do I really want this connection? If not, unsubscribe it. And it might take 2 or 3 times before their emails stop showing up, you know.
Yeah.
So there's an app. There's an app, Shauna. If you're somebody that has a lot of emails and you're trying to like clean it out and get it clear, there's an app called Chuck, CHUCK, like a woodchuck, Chuck. And you can log into your email and it's free. It's free for one email. If you want multiple emails, you can pay for that, but you can just log out and log into a new one. But basically what it does is it takes your emails and it groups it by sender. So if like, you know, Target, for instance, if you get a bunch of emails from Target, it'll group all the Target emails. You can just mass delete all of them if you want to. So
that's amazing.
It helps you like quickly clean it out if you have like a ton of emails and you're like, okay, I need to get this under control, and then you can unsubscribe and then you can just delete all of them at one time. So I would definitely recommend that for people whose inbox is out of control.
Yeah, I love that. I had never heard of that app. That's gonna be in the show notes for sure.
Yeah,
thank you.
Right. Very, very cool. So Jeanette, what are some like advanced technology stuff? We have some folks on here that I'm looking at Shauna. You leave that camera on, little lady. Some advanced technology kind of tips. I mean, I think Maddie touched on a good number of them. So thank you, Maddie, for that. And I know we have some people that are like trailblazers in this area. And you are definitely, Jeanette, a trailblazer.
Yes, Jeanette.
As you are a valued asset for us.
Genius.
You have gotten us to new heights, new and improved and beyond that.
We appreciate you.
Yes, for sure. So what are some advanced technology tips for our techie folks out there?
I'm just a low-key geek, and this isn't really like advanced. So like a lot of people don't want to pay like extra subscriptions, right? So like you can have iCloud, which is like 99 cents, right, to store have extra storage, or $5. So I do pay for like a $2.99 a month one. But what I would suggest for people who don't want to pay the 99 cents and maybe don't have a whole lot of things, but they want to keep their phone clear and moving faster, is to download Google Drive and Google Photos apps. Because with that is you can automatically back up your photos to Google Photos, and then you can delete them from your iPhone. And so they'll be all the way backed up. You can go on any computer and you can get to your Google Photos. And if you switch phones, you don't have to worry about, I'm gonna lose all these things. That's probably like one of my favorites. I tell everyone, like, get Google Photos, back up. Even if you have iCloud, I just feel like it's just good to have an extra backup. And it backs up your files, your documents. So I always I'll save stuff to my computer sometimes, and then I'll go in and I'll move stuff to my Google Drive, and then I'll move stuff to like my Google Photos, and then take it off like my desktop. It just keeps your computer clean and organized. I'm definitely like a person that organizes her files.
I have a question, Jeanette. You could do the same thing with videos.
Yeah, I have videos.
That's my number one thing that I do love in the tech world is taking pictures. My phone, I have thousands of pictures. It's ridiculous. And videos, that's my thing.
Yeah, your videos, your photos, you can back all those up. Google did just send out a notification that they are making some changes to Google Photos where they're gonna before they were just kind of like, hey, put all your files on here, right? Now they're like, if you want a certain, like, if you have like a lot of high resolution pictures, they used to didn't count it towards like your minimum. So like you can upload them in different file sizes, and they used to didn't count those larger files towards your minimums, but now they are, because like millions and millions of files are being stored on their servers. And so like, which it makes sense. I get it. Like we was getting this for free. So if you exceed a certain amount, then you'll have to pay for it. But anything you've had on there prior to the date that they're going to launch this, they won't count that against you. So it's only like going forward. But I would recommend for your videos and your photos, put them in your Google Drive. And you can search, Maddie, do you do this? You can search photos on your Google Photos by people's faces. So yes. I can, like, if I want to say, like, hey, I know I got a picture of Linda in here, right? So it'll show me like all my faces. I can click on Linda's face, and it'll show me all the pictures in my phone with her face on it.
So yeah, and you can also do that with regular
Look
photos.
At Shauna.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love that feature, because you be searching forever trying to find like when did that. So you can search by face, you can type in certain words and it'll recognize what's in the picture.
I remember the month of when I take pictures, so I'll just go by the dates.
Yeah, I mean you can do the dates too.
Do that too. Yeah.
But like if it's somebody said like you don't see that often, maybe you don't have a lot of pictures of them in your phone, but you know you got some in there, you can like, okay, like I had, and then you can go through and set it where like basically you can have it recognized, like are these two people the same? Like my cousin, it thought that her and her daughter was the same person. Like, no, that's not the same person. And then it'll move them to their own category.
Yeah, that's really cool.
In regular photos, I have my brother, and like there's like, because you have to go to albums first and then scroll down to people and places. You can also do it by places, but for people, like I have one for my brother, and I just click on him, it just shows him all the pictures of my brother that I have on my phone. So that's super cool.
I do like that feature.
That is neat.
It's the most recent picture of Miles and Maddie.
Oh, I love the movement. Like I love that with the pictures. I'm new to all of this, so it's exciting. That part is exciting for me.
How you can do the live pictures and
I like that.
I like that too. Yeah. Wow. Ooh, we have learned a lot today, y'all. Oh my goodness. And Maddie has one more tip for suggestion.
It's a different topic. So this is kind of goes still under the realm of tech and technology. So it's the new consoles that are coming out, the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. They're already out by the time this airs. Well, they're already out now.
Well, they're probably out of stock. They'll probably be back in, I'm sure, by Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah. And the PS5 is just selling out because my brother wants a PS5, and we've been trying so hard, but they've always been selling out like really fast and stuff. But for me, I really prefer Xbox because even though I don't use Microsoft, you can link it to a Microsoft account, and you can just like buy stuff off a Microsoft account. But with PS4, you can't really connect it to anything because it's a Sony product, and Sony doesn't really connect to many things. And with the Xbox, you have an app on it. And personally, I just like Xbox better because for me, the controllers of the PS4 are too small, and the layout just doesn't look right to me. And I can easily connect even if I play Minecraft on my computer, I can connect that to my Minecraft on my Xbox. And for Minecraft, I think you need a Microsoft account. So it's kind of linked with Xbox. So if you're a PS4 player and played Minecraft, you need also a Microsoft account, but you just have too many accounts. So I feel like Xbox is way more easier to handle and manage and look at than PS5 or PS4 or stuff like that.
Yeah, so, I find it also fascinating and exciting. I'm not a computer gamer, but I love games and I love fun and that kind of stuff. And I love that you can play against anyone around the world. I think, globally, I think that's very exciting. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yes, thank you, Maddie. That's a great tip for our gamers out here.
Maddie, funny story. My brother-in-law, he pre-ordered a PS5 a while back, and so he got his. So he didn't have to do it during this launch that just came out because he was able to get in the pre-order before. But then he randomly went on Target the day they were doing it, and he got another one. And so he was selling it, and if you know, people are like selling them for like, they're like 500. People are selling them for like 800 online. And so he posted that he was selling one, and when he was telling us he got so much like hate mail like in his DMs, like this isn't right. Somebody said, I hope you get robbed. Like they were so mad because people, this is how mad people are that they can't get them. And like somebody else posted like, all you grown men taking these PS5s from these babies.
That's true. My 16-year-old baby can't get one. Like, is he still selling it, Jeanette? Because I
think it's sold already. Because my oldest she was trying to get it from because she has the PS4 Slim, I guess, Maddie.
Okay.
And so she wanted that one, and he was like, he said, I'm sorry.
Can I just say something about the
too? He got the Xbox. He got 2 PS5s.
What?
Yeah.
Man.
Can I just say something about that? I love when people say that all the grown folks taking over the games. I got it. Let's just take this back into perspective. A lot of these grown folks are also the ones that got the first Atari growing up, right?
Yeah.
And they grew into this, and they were nurtured and grew in Atari, and then to me, I feel like they are, this is their world. This is, you know what I mean? Everyone else is coming along for the ride,
the money. So like when you think marketing, like the kid wants it, but you want to market it in a way that the parent is going to want to buy it for the kid, because the kid don't have $500 to drop on these games. Then it comes with one controller, no games. And remember, you used to get like the Super Nintendo. It had the trackpad, the duck hunt gun, 2 controllers,
everything. Atari, the multiple controllers.
We have an Atari.
We have an Atari somewhere in the corner here.
I love the Atari. Super Pitfall.
Yes. Oh, Centipede.
Galaga.
Oh, Galaga.
Yeah.
And they're selling these things at Walmart. They're selling the full.
Oh, I got the little one that you could connect to
all the games.
It's loaded with all the games.
Yeah, I got all the old games. Pac-Man. All that.
Yes, it's fabulous. I love it.
That is
Maddie
doing a Miss Shauna, a quick.
Yeah, she did a
even the video gonna come back.
She did a video and dash.
Hilarious.
Yeah, we have an Atari. So
classic baby.
Yes.
Wow, I remember playing on that. My cousins had all of it.
It's so old.
Love it.
But yes, fun time. I love this stuff. It's just so much. But yeah, we've been trying to get that PS5. Miles had us all on task because Walmart had it at 12, 3, 6, and 9.
That is ridiculous.
I had it in my cart. And then
it said our address wasn't valid.
It said my address wasn't valid. I was like, that is bogus.
It went away.
For the sake of Maddie, I'm gonna say that's bogus. I was thinking about, but yeah. Yes. I was like, really though? So then I tried.
And this stuff is I ordered now. All of a sudden, my address is.
Oh yeah, I know y'all Bamas.
Everything that you can.
Bamas, tell them
they are canceled. They fired because I was ticked off. I was like, this is crazy.
I'm gonna tell them to stop by there when she get back in Arkansas. Go on, stop by.
Yeah, man. Anybody out there? I'm telling you.
But like certain stores, like Target was only getting like 7 in stock.
They were restocking the shelves. I'm like, whatever.
And now, since like they don't want to over make the PS5, so if somebody buys one, they'll make a new one. So if somebody buys 5, they'll make 5 more new ones. That's what they're doing. So that's probably why it's taking them a little bit longer, because they're not just making. If I was seeing how many people are going to buy, because when somebody buys one, they'll make a new one. So that's probably why it's taking a little bit longer.
I understand that concept, being in COVID quarantine season.
Yeah.
Jobs being limited and one person doing 5 jobs.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
It makes sense.
And you figure right now, like this is what's going on. Like this is why the gaming is like, it was already big, but it's even bigger now because people are home. Like
people are home. Yeah. They got a whole Twitter account set up to can't find console at twitter.com. I'm like, where did this account come from?
And do you know how much money these gamers make? Like, what is it? Twitch? That's what it's called?
Twitch.
Them gamers on Twitch, it is ridiculous. They have those tournaments.
I'm in the wrong business.
Look, parents, I mean,
we just got to buy stock.
Bingo.
I know we think that our kids are wasting their time playing games, but
it's really, you can actually.
There is money out there, especially if you can become a gamer.
Yeah, I can't even be mad. I mean, I love it. I love video games growing up. I played Street Fighter, Sega Genesis.
Oh my God, I love Street Fighter. Oh, you can this.
Yes.
This was my favorite with his old knuckle dragon self. That was like like along his knuckles.
Like he looked like the Shogun from The Last Dragon.
This guy named Ninja, he was a really big Fortnite player. He's mostly on Twitch, not on YouTube as much, but they get lots of money when they do live streams. People donate, and it's like just a whole bunch of money. They get partnerships, they get creative code. So every time, like Allier, I watch him. He plays Fortnite and does like Fortnite covers and predictions and rumors and what's new about Fortnite. And he has his own supported creative code. And every time somebody puts it in the item shop and they buy something with V-Bucks, that money goes to Allier. So he makes that money from that every time. That's why lots of YouTubers always plug their supported creative codes for Fortnite, because you can get some money off of that. And Fortnite's really big. They get lots of money because people want to spend V-Bucks, especially from bigger creators, because like every time a new season of Fortnite comes out, you start at level 0, and most of the time creators buy tons of V-Bucks and buy the whole entire battle pass just without doing anything, just to buy it, just to have it.
Wow. Sounds like we need a hard to chat creator code.
Look, I know we wasn't intentionally going to go into gaming, but Maddie, do you play it's this new game now where it's like Clue, like you trying to figure out who the murderer is.
Oh, Among Us.
Among Us. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, can we play that online? I'll play that. I love Clue. I'm really good at it. So once you teach me,
find out who the killer is.
Oh, I'm great at that.
Yeah. Among Us.
Like how I play. You can play it on your phone because the girls play it on their phone.
Well, I want to play with someone else, right? So I'll be able to play with her.
Each other. So if we were to play, like the four of us, if we were to play, we could either make our own game or we can join somebody else's game, and there's usually like a code that you have to put in. And so it's actually very, very fun. I was playing earlier, so that's why. Yeah.
Okay, well, looks like game night will be coming on a calendar soon.
Yeah, so,
and you can play.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, Shauna was like, "Yep, pick me."
And you guys can play on your phone. I have it on my computer, but I had to pay for it. But I think if I were to download the Among Us on my mom's computer and just use my because what I had to download through was this app called Stream, and I think if I sign into my Stream in my mom's account, and it's already in my library because I already bought it, so I can just click download and it'll be on my mom's computer. So yeah,
let's plan for that, ladies.
Sounds like fun.
I like playing on my phone. On my computer better than on my phone because I can so if me and my friends are on FaceTime or playing, I can go on mute because sometimes you're supposed to, the real way to play for YouTubers, you're supposed to go on mute. So if you accidentally say oh, this so-and-so killed me, they can't hear that. So they won't know. They have to try to figure out. And when you're dead, you're a ghost. You can still do tasks, but you just can't say anything or give any clues to who it was. And it's very fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna win at this game. I'm very competitive. I'm very competitive.
That sounds like a challenge. Okay.
Yes, it's a challenge.
The Heart of Chat game night, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we'll come back and let you know who wins.
We're gonna try to get it together. Maybe we'll do something a little bit more broad for our heartbeats out there. That would be super fun.
That would be.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna have to do for this episode on YouTube, Shauna. I'll go through and we'll have to do the minute jump links where you can jump straight to gaming or straight to
stuff. I think
cool.
I like that.
Okay.
Awesome. This was great, y'all. Maddie, thank you.
Thank you, Maddie. We definitely needed your
Maddie,
presence for this topic.
Yes, we did. This was amazing. Yes, y'all. Look at this. Episode 23. 2 more episodes to go before our season finale. We're so excited. Got some fun things planned for our next couple of episodes, some fun surprises coming down the line as well as the unveiling of our journal, which you probably have seen by now.
Yes,
we are stacking them up with some great surprises. And I think by the time this drops, we'll probably still be shipping out the pre-orders, and then it'll be well into our orders on our site. And then we will flip distribution if we haven't done it already, and we'll be online platforms, Barnes & Noble, Target, Amazon. So super excited. And of course our website where you get all the fun goody stuff. So yes. Shauna, do you want to tell everybody where to find us in addition to all that lovely information?
Yes. You can find us at YouTube, IG, and Twitter at The Heart of Chat. Make sure you're on our mailing list so that you can get information every Monday for Meatful Monday for a new episode that drops. And you got to come back next week because you know why? Is everybody going to say it? I want you to say it with me, ladies, because it's going to be fuego, baby.
Yeah.
Come back.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.